Cindy. I'm from Jobwher, and this is Jobwher's podcast. And today I'm accompanied by Fristi Tania. She's our COO, and she's here. Hi, Fristi.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, great.
Okay, so Fristi, thank you very much for joining us for our podcast. And today, I and Fristi will discuss more on how to work in Japan, both in person and also remotely. And we'll also get to know a little about Jobware. Okay, so Fristi, can you start by introducing yourself and your position in Jobware?
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Christy. I'm Chief Operating Officer or COO of Jobwher. I'm Indonesian, living in Japan and in Osaka. And this is our office in Yodoyabashi area, and nearby the Yodogawa River. If you can see, there's is Yodogawa River, and I'm almost 30 years old, and I'm living here in Japan with my Japanese husband. And then my background actually is civil engineer, but now I'm working as the in the software development business.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're currently work in Japan now. I understand that Indonesia and Japan can have two very different background, and I'm sure there's a lot of things that's interesting about that. Can you tell me about those interesting things that you find?
Okay, so yeah, even though I already learn about Japan since I was in high school, and I'm kind of like Japanese hardcore back then, but there are still a lot of things that surprise me the most, and that is mostly the business manners things, really something that unimportant things, but for Japanese, it's really kind of the really important business manners. For example, the way you give the name card, and then the way you should sitting in the meeting room. So they have kind of the special chair for the guest and for the owner, and also how you should to keep the elevator doors open for your senpai or for your superior, something like that. And then yeah, mostly that, and the way that the Japanese is really homogeneous society, and it's kind of sometimes for us, the foreigners, it seems like we like an outsiders because we are not part of their society or community. But still, anyway, that's a lot of things that can be learned here. So the most interesting things is maybe for the business manner, for example, if someone give you a name card, you should give to them like this, using the special case for name card, and your name card like this, and give uh, like this, so your name that can be easily read like this, and using bottle pen while bowing. And after you receive that name card from the counterparts, you should put in the table on top of your special case for the name card, and put on the table. You cannot put inside your bags or inside your wallet or anything else, so it should be seen on the top of the table. So that kind is the thing that for us is really not important, but it is important in Japan. So that kind of
Right.
things, I think.
In Indonesia, you just put it straight away to your pocket or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But is it considered impolite in Japan to do that? For example, putting it in your pocket or in your bag.
Actually, yeah, it's considered rude. But since we are foreigner, maybe we can get like special treatment. But still, you will be frowned upon. Like,
Mm, right. This guy have zero manner, something
yeah,
like that,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right, right. Okay, okay. Now, I understand that different culture
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
different background, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there are a lot of advantages of working in Japan.
Yeah.
Can you please elaborate on that?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so okay then I will first explain from the advantages yeah, first, and then we can go to disadvantages. So if you can have opportunity to work here in Japan, yeah. So the advantage, of course, you can learn the ethic, yeah, business ethic and work ethics of Japanese, the discipline, their discipline and manners, and also yeah some they have really professional attitudes here, and I think that's really the best way to learn directly from them. But for the disadvantage, so of course the first one is the it's kind of difficult to earn visa, provisional visa to working here, and that require a lot of documents, and it
Right.
can takes almost like maybe 3 until 6 months for getting that so that you can get your visa, and also you need the guarantor from your company, and then not only that, they require you, most of the Japanese companies, even though they are not specify about the Japanese language requirements, but still in the reality it's really important. So you have to speak Japanese because here in Japan people don't speak English so well, even though it's in the big company. So, so first is language barrier, and then the documentation for visa is kind of difficult, and also the business manners things that they expect you to understand the Japanese business manners, something like that. And this for me this is the biggest kind of challenge, yeah, not disadvantage,
Yeah,
challenge, challenges.
it is. It is challenge.
Mhm.
Right. Then, is it very difficult to find jobs in Japan as foreigner?
Okay, so for as my in my experience when I try to find a job, of course most of the company wants the Japanese native speakers. At least you can speak in the native level, and which I'm not in that level, but actually I already passed the certification until the N2 levels and almost the professional levels, but still it's kind of hard for me to find the relevant job because every documents is are written in Japanese, and also software they are using Japanese language, and also even the personal computer here using the kanji, and yeah, that's why it's kind of difficult for the foreigners to find a job. But this is only based on my experience. Yeah, this is subjective. So, but that's why in here most of the foreigners who can speak Japanese, like only work in kind of blue collar, like making the cards and then sell them to Toyota or other big manufacturers in Japan, kind of that things, or agricultural things. Yes, some foreign programmers who cannot speak English also can work in here, but that's a really special case, special, and also special treatment also.
Right,
So
right, right.
yes.
And I believe that is also the reason or the basis
Mhm.
that you are working on this project
Yeah,
called Jobwher, right?
yeah. Mhm.
Maybe you can elaborate on that also.
Okay, so this Jobwher platform, the why we make Jobwher platform as the population of Japanese people is decreasing, and while the job opportunities is stay same, and they really need the digital talents to work with them, while this demand cannot be supplied by their own countries, so they are struggling to get the foreign workers to work with them. And this job where we are in this really homogeneous society with no diversity and no experience in working with foreigners, these Japanese companies really need the platform or something that can be a bridge for them to work with the foreigners. That's why
Mm.
we have our Japanese team also in other office in Hyogo area, and they are mainly taking care of those the Japanese companies. And while the overseas team, we are focusing on the foreign digital talents. And with Jobware, not only marketplace, which means you can find the job and you can find a work project to work on, and not only providing the marketplace, but we also providing you all the steps needed to finish the project. So start from the recruitment, and then interview, contracting, and then also project management, including the time tracker, and also tax management, and econ, not sorry, payment. So we will generate the invoice, and then we will give the invoice to the company, and they will pay us your salary using based on that invoice.
Right,
And
right.
so that's the concept of Jobware.
Mhm. So basically, Jobware takes all the hassle
Yeah,
and make it easy for companies from Japan who are looking for talents, and also make it easy for talents, especially right now we're targeting Indonesia, right?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
making it easy for talents from Indonesia to find work in Jobware.
Uh-huh.
Right. Now, I understand that the projects that Jobware has, it has an international scale, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of it comes from, majority of it comes from Japanese companies.
Mhm.
Since it's very interesting, I'm sure that a lot of people want to start
Mhm.
already.
Mhm.
How to start?
How to start? At first, you can go to https://jobware.com, and then you
Mhm.
can start registering by using your Google account, or even use another email account like that. And yeah, you can find the project you to work on. But please be noticed, not all the project will be shown in the project page, because the Japanese really think that privacy is really important. So we have a lot of private project. So they, which means they don't want to post the project in the project page, but they contact us, the Jobware team, to find the relevant candidates for them. So yeah, be prepared to be contacted via email if we have a
Right.
project.
Mhm. Okay, so if I may summarize, there are two things
Uh-huh.
or two methods where you can get
Yeah.
projects from Jobware. First, you can sign up and you browse for projects,
Mhm.
and then the second method is that you will be contacted
Mhm.
if you are eligible. You will be contacted by Jobware team, right?
Yeah.
Now, can you please explain more about the second method? How
Second
will
method.
you do that?
Yeah. So if, for example, if some Japanese companies have want to find the candidates or find the talents using Jobware with the private project methods. They will ask the Jobwher team to find the relevant talent for them. And then we will go through your profile and check on your CVs and portfolio and making sure everything is in line with the project. And then after that, if we find it that your resume is the relevant with this project, then we will contact you by email. Yeah, mostly by email. And then after that, we can start the recruitment process to the interviews.
Right. Okay, now what I understand is that most of Jobware users are individual. But if suppose I have a company or software house and I want to get projects from companies from Japan, can I also register my company and take projects?
Oh yeah, of course. We have some companies, already do that kind of things with us, and we also have some big project from the Roto Pharmacy, for example, or from AstraZeneca or other big companies here in Kansai area, and we already outsourcing, the project to the Indonesian engineers.
Right. Wow, it's a great opportunity for digital talents from Indonesia once again. Right. Now, Christy, will you give us the key takeaway from our discussion today?
Okay, so the takeaway will be don't be afraid, take the challenge, and get out from your comfort zone. So if you have opportunities or if you have chances to work internationally, like why not? Like don't limit yourself. Try.
Right, that's a great key takeaway, and we'll see more of you in the future in our next episodes of podcast. And see you again. Bye.